Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon. I'm back with the full cast and crew of the great Galleria of Grundrundi here today for another exciting episode filled with shenanigans and adventure. Let's get to it, let's get started. Twitch having all kind of weird issues, maybe on internet, I don't fucking know. Let's play games. We got Chelsea with us today. Chelsea, how you doing? I've got you muted, don't bother speaking. No one can hear you. Now we're fixed.
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yes.
Okay, cool. I am excited to say that I am officially on spring break as of like an hour and a half ago. So I am ready to fucking kill some stuff in D&D. Let's make it happen. I'm really stoked to be here, you guys.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go around the cast and crew to figure out who we are, who we're playing. Thank you, OF. Cheers, because I can't miss a Galleria episode. Who can? Who can afford to miss a Galleria episode on a Thursday night? Not me. We got Scraticus with us tonight from Encounter Roleplay. Scrat, how you doing, my dude?
I am doing fantastically well, thank you, Will. Yeah, you're right. Who can miss this stuff? I'm excited for the Galleria as well. I'm not sure where we are in it. I've timelines. Not sure. I think I might be a Squirtle. Not sure anymore. Lost.
Definitely.
Don't know.
We've definitely crossed the streams, and you have become a Squirtle.
Yeah. Hey, squad goals. So.
Yeah, it happens. Whatever. Great stuff. We've also got Ishman with us today. Ishman, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Will?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well.
So, in case you haven't noticed, first of all, I am cosplaying as the illustrious bad boy Grant, totally not Dick Ellis, and I'm excited for today. I'm excited. I had missed a game I was supposed to play with you a while back, and I'm excited to be back on the channel and hopefully not die.
Absolutely. And you're going to be playing a Furbolg tonight. Tell us a bit more about your character.
My character is Bruce Wayne. He is a Furbolg monk, and he's just a good guy. You know, he's just an average guy, just going on an adventure, seeing what he can learn, see if he can help people, maybe make a little bit of coin on the way, yeah?
Absolutely. Great stuff. We also have with us today Jack13. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're good. We're ready to play.
I'm new to this channel. How are y'all?
We're good. We're chilling, man. You're in for a treat. You're in for some shenanigans tonight for sure. Tell us a little bit about. Is it Jacobo? Is that how it's
It's Jacobo.
Jacobo. Okay.
Jacobo, just a simple Azamar paladin that's just looking for some stuff. Just needs stuff to find, needs stuff to get. I mean, you know. Absolutely. We're at a shopping district. Why else would I be here?
Exactly. Well, quite. I mean, you're in a perfect place to do a bit of Thursday night shopping. So let's do it. Let's do it. Great stuff. Can't wait to meet Jacobo. We also have Super Wasp King with us tonight. How you doing, my friend?
So pale. Anyway, I'm doing pretty fucking good. Well, it's great to finally be on the show. Ever since the beginning, after the first session of Skyped you.
Yeah, Super Wasp King has been watching your channel for like 3 years now, so it's definitely awesome to have you on the show, my friend. That's great. Talk to us a little bit about Kelric.
Yes, Kelric Jex. He's forest gnome like Fergus used to be. And when I originally made this character, I had the thought in mind, I show Fergus his roots and probably get him some new clothes, because those fancy clothes are probably just covered in blood and pus.
Yeah. And Squirtle juice. At this point, you don't want to know what else has been on Fergus's clothes. I mean, he's been in some pretty dire
sushi last time I checked.
Yeah, no, I can guarantee no sushi. That is the one thing that hasn't been.
Amazing stuff. Great to have you with us today, Super Wasp King. And last but not least, it's a big day for Sham Basil with us today, because it's 1 year on Twitch. Congratulations, my friend. How you doing? Oh no, you're muted.
You're muted.
Mute on Zoom. There you go.
I click the big blue unmute button in front of my face? Yeah, thanks very much for that, Will. Yeah, it's been a year, and Encounter Roleplay was one of my first introductions in the Twitch category for D&D, so it's a real pleasure to be back with the team playing today. Super excited, so yeah, looking forward to it. And today I'm playing Salo Karin, an individual who at one point in time was an advisor to nobility families in Grundrundi, but of late I fell out of favor, and now my goal is to one day beat them at their own game. So he masquerades around Grundrundi as a gemstone merchant in his false identity.
Very cool.
Remains a secret except for what's listed under my picture.
No one will know except I've just told you all. Damn it.
Now the whole internet knows.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Well, before we dive into today's game, Galleria, of course, as myself, I'll be playing Finbar, the half-elf bard, most famous bard in all of the land. I own an underwear store here in the Galleria, and I will be mentioning that a lot. Finbar's incredibly beautiful on the outside, incredibly ugly on the inside, vacuous. But perhaps there's a glimmer of hope in him to be a little bit a better person in his companions, Fergus and Ari. So we'll have to see. But before we dive into the game, we're sponsored by D&Dice here today. D&Dice.co.uk. Go over to the website. You get 5% off and all these sexy, beautiful dice where you can run your own games of the Galleria with these dice. That's deuce. That's not how you spell dice. Go over there, 5% off. Use the coupon code InCanRoleplay. They help support the show, keep us going, and have fun every Thursday here. Of course, you can interact with today's show if you didn't know. Anna got me back for the earlier spelling of voice. Hit the follow button, join us. 20 followers, you guys get to decide what happens next in our game. And of course, here is a tweet as well. 20 retweets. Throw some crazy madness at us. You guys get a chance to throw something into the mix that Chelsea asks you, and we'll see what happens. And of course, you can donate to affect the game, give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and this game, in fact, is the last game that we're going to be playing this month, which means that it's the last chance for the Table of Tentacles to be used and brought into effect, created by you guys here in chat. So now's your chance if you're going to use it. But I'll hand over to Chelsea. And to talk through a little bit about what happened last week on the show, although of course each week of the Galleria is basically a one-shot, so you don't have to watch the others, but usually it was filled with hijinks and shenanigans. Last week was no different. Chelsea, what happened?
Yeah, okay. So today's going to be a really interesting episode. I'm going to go back through what happened last time, but I'm actually going to take it a little bit farther back. We're actually going to play out a scenario that we, as viewers, didn't get to see happen. Fergus went on his own mini adventure a while back, and I'll give you some more information here in a second, but he went on his own adventure prior to making it to the pit arena where he was found in like barbaric gnome state many episodes ago. That's just how the party found him. He disappeared and that's where they found him. So what happened between Fergus disappearing, which actually I believe it was Finbar that left his body in a deep cavern of Grunrunny to sleep off his injuries, while he took his own side quest, and the point at which they found him in barbaric state inside of the pits is the story that will be told today. Now, for those of you that haven't been to the Galleria before, this is a giant shopping complex centered and repurposed out of a ancient dwarven catacomb on the interior of this giant mountain. Now, some shady business has been going on, and some things that we kind of know up to this point is that there is definitely a dragon of some kind sleeping in the deep bowels that we have not seen yet, and there is a notion that this dragon is controlling things, as well as kind of poisoning the population. And Fergus has fallen victim to this disease. He has not fully transformed into his great turtle status yet, but he is ready to go. So we're actually going to pick up there and see where we kind of leave off. So Fergus, the last episode, you guys had to take a long, deep rest. It was the first time you had been able to actually sleep in your turtle form. And this form, is connected deeply, not only to all of the guides because of the mistake that you made in trying to connect yourself to them, but also deeply rooted in the fact that you met Grunrundy, and he has been kind of haunting you since you took your mutated form of Squirtle. So you go into a deep turtle sleep, pull deep into your shell, and as you dream and you start having visions, but they're more vivid than visions, as if it is an actual memory, something that has been long forgotten. and you wake up along the giant 500-foot pit where you and Ari and Finbar, as well as a team of others, almost fell to your deaths. And you were highly injured, and you lay there now catching your breath, and you come to almost as if you were replaying a memory.
Oh.
Kind gesture.
Thank you, Trace.
Finbar? Ari? Okay, is this now or then? Is Ari? Ari? I don't know.
Roll me a stealth check.
Somewhere in the far distance, we're like, I'm so glad we got rid of Fergus.
Am I still as a turtle?
No, you are almost like, it's like reverting back in the Matrix, right? It's like you're
The tape rolls back, yeah.
I can get my dexterity back. Yay!
Yeah, you can take your dex back to normal. I mean, I don't know how dexterous. I was about to say, I don't know how dexterous you were to begin with, but.
Oh, I was not.
Nice. You're not stealthy at all, and you like wake up and you're like yelling down this cavern. And you hear this like faintness of Finbar in your ear, and you're not sure if it's the actual illness that you're still under, because it is kind of, you are still sick at this point, or if it's just your genuine want for him to like be your big brother. But you begin to imagine him coming into picture here, and he is basically your imaginary friend Finbar for this episode, and he comes into frame right there next to you. Now, the four of you, I'm going to go around, and I want you to tell me exactly how you've managed to end up in the black market district of the Galleria of Grunrundi. What brought you here?
Wait, did I just miss the fact that I'm Ghost Finbar today? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're basically imaginary friend Finbar.
So you don't have to be worried about dying. You can throw yourself at the big bad as much as you want. You're gonna be fine.
We got plot armor +5.
Yeah, right. So yes.
All my superiority dice.
Now I will say, if Fergus dies, you will go away because you're only a figment of his imagination.
Oh, this is the worst scenario for Finbar. This is the darkest timeline.
This is the darkest hour.
Now, imaginary Finbar, you have to protect me because you're nicer than real Finbar.
Almost none of those things are true.
All right, so we're gonna go around. Tell me how you wound up in the black market district, okay? And then we'll cut back over to Fergus and his imaginary friend. So Jacobo, you get it right?
There you go.
Yes, yeah. Jacobo. Tell me how and why you are in this horrid place.
So I'm actually looking for some, shall we say, not very legal supplies for a campaign my general wants, as one of his more, let's call me lieutenants, one of his higher rank lieutenants. Listen. You can't prove that. As one of his higher ranked lieutenants, he actually sent me to try to find some maybe not so legal things that maybe we can't find somewhere else.
Okay.
This might be our best bet.
All right, cool. That's really vague, so I'm gonna let you just keep like hinting at me when we're getting close to whatever this super illegal item is, because there's a lot of illegal stuff happening in the black market. All right, cool. Yeah, Kelric, tell us how you've ended up in the black market district of the Galleria.
Well, basically, basically, like in the first place, like Kelric came here after a 80-year banishment, like self-banishment to, like it's basically the fact that I'm a hermit and I made this character on D&D Beyond, and I used one of the basic things.
Cool. All right, cool. So you've basically been on like a giant hermitage, and maybe you're coming out a little bit. You're gonna go visit a place where there are lots of people, or maybe you just need supplies. You know, hermits, they live for a long time, so they just need supplies sometimes.
So mainly supplies.
All right, cool.
I prefer to keep in the shadows. Like, I'm not that stealthy as a character, but because I don't want to be found and hunted down again.
For the record, that's all the players who play under Chelsea.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. No, that's cool. All right. Cool. All right. Bruce, tell us a little bit about why you're here.
Okay, so I meant to go to Diagon Alley, but I accidentally said Diagon Alley. No. So, I was just minding my own business, doing my day-to-day things, and this guy came up to me. He's like, "Hey, you seem like a nice guy. You want to do me a favor now?" I said, "Sure, why not? I got some time." He's like, "Here, I want you to go here and hang on to this parcel, and just my friend's gonna come pick it up for me if you don't mind." And I was like, "Oh, sure, yeah, no problem. I got plenty of time to kill." He said, "No worries, no worries." He's like, "Yeah, and just make sure that if any of the proper authorities come by, don't let them look inside, all right?" Yeah, no problem. So I'm just, standing around waiting for some people, helping a person. Just
you just hoping that person. Do they tell you who you're supposed to deliver it to?
What do you mean?
So they gave you a parcel and you're supposed to bring it somewhere? Or keep it from you?
Wait with it. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you are packing with parcel. All right. All right. And Salo, did I get that right? Salo?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yes. Why are you here? Oh, you told us a little bit about the jewels. Where exactly would you be and what would you be doing in the Black Market District?
I scoured the markets looking for an opportunity to begin my rise back and take vengeance on the charges who betrayed me originally. They were noble families under whom I was employed as an inquisitor to handle more delicate tasks. But when I fell out of favor, they shunned me. And the black market, while not my favorite place in Glenrundy, is suitable camouflage for now. And that and to assassinate Fergus.
All right.
Maybe
cool.
not the last part. I made that up. That's not.
So we've got some donations. We've got some donations, right? Will, we need to get through?
Yeah, Drage gave me a tentacle, which is the Yo Mama tentacle. Guess who wrote this one, Chelsea?
I've been waiting on this one for so long. Okay, cool, yes.
Yes, created by Chelsea. This large tentacle begins to sprout smaller baby tentacles. For every tentacle that is severed, 2 more grow in its place. This lasts for an hour. Great stuff. We also have a wild magic surge for Jacobo. Hell yeah, boy! From Anna.
Anna, why?
I know.
Yes.
And
Friends.
Ken donates £5 to give Bruce a wild magic surge. So the wild magic surges are D10,000s. I'll post this here in Roll20 in case you guys need. You can just copy that out and you can post that, and I'll look it up for you guys and tell you what happens. Thank you guys.
Look at 3529, please.
All right, for Bruce, 3529. The ground beneath your feet is alive for the next 1d4 hours.
Whoa. The mountain's gonna get us, you guys.
Hold on.
No worries. If you copy that out and paste it, but without the quote marks, you'll get the roll there. That's
it's just the immediate ground under you, so we're fine. It's you that's fucked.
Right. Let us hope. 1206. You are invisible to the person who most recently wounded you.
So,
Your mom?
So the mountain?
Your mom.
I mean, in my heart, Anna just injured me, so.
Wow.
Oh. All right, we'll
Anna,
keep that in.
Anna, you can't see this anymore.
You gotta leave.
You're out. And thank you to both Drage and Kent give Scrat a wild magic surge here as well. Thank you, my friends. You got 2. It came through at the same time. I was like, is that the same donation? But it's both the Scrat. Like, what?
Of course.
Did I need to roll a d4 for how long the earth is alive underneath me?
No.
Hang on, one sec.
Ooh, low rolls.
You always appear healthy and wealthy, Fergus.
That's
solid.
a true statement. That's a true statement.
That's a true statement.
I don't think that's a...
Let's go.
And a cool one, after each spell, smoke hangs in the air about the caster. So you're looking sexy after each one.
You needed that nap,
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
After that, you woke up feeling like a...
Fully refreshed.
Feeling
I
so
feel
good.
rejuvenated.
All right, so some serious things just happened with Wild Magic Surge. So the 4 of you, yes, Kelric, you did something happen? Did you cast something?
No, I was just
Oh, okay.
No, as I raised my hand in Zoom, as that is an option.
Yes.
Like because you said that Fergus has been cured of the herp. Like, it doesn't look like he has the herp in his Squirtle form.
We are going back in time. So we're going back down a timeline. So he's not turned into his turtle form yet. He is very still sick. It's moved up his arm and down his side and a little bit on his neck. But he hasn't turned.
Was it where his ears got armor, or was it past that?
Way back. We're looking like episodes and episodes ago. So he's still in like walking almost gnome form. He hasn't mutated in any way.
Only got a little bit of herp.
But he's only got a little bit of herp, not a lot. Not a turtle quantity of herp.
Just the right amount.
just the right amount of herp to still go on this adventure.
It's still socially acceptable.
You are hanging out in various places in the black market district, doing what it is you do. And Fergus, you have awakened to not only your imaginary friend, but the strange, faint smell of a hermit nearby that might be just like hiding out in the shadows. You get this like odd feeling you're kind of being watched.
Fergus, I am getting the smell of a hermit who is lurking in the shadows nearby. It's a very specific smell and one that I recognize at all times.
I'm really impressed you can smell that down here. I mean, that's quite a nose you've got there.
Ever since I am in my ghost form, some of my senses have been heightened, including my smell of hermits. But only hermits, weirdly enough.
Fimba, wait, you're in ghost form? Does that mean that we can earn the black market now?
Fergus, I am your imaginary friend because the real Fimbar will never like you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
How much psychology
Truth bomb from your imaginary friend.
But
When imaginary friend is too real.
Tears.
Too real. Turn back. Okay, so Jacobo, you hear this. You hear this Fergus talking to himself.
Oh my god.
So I'm looking at a halfling with like mild mutation.
He's more like sick. It's almost like green scales are growing up his arm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's starting to like turn, but he hasn't like mutated form necessarily.
Okay. I'm just kind of confused by the strange little man that's just kind of standing there. You okay there, friend? Need some help?
I think this must be the hermit you could smell, Fimbar.
That's right. It must be. I wonder if he can hear me. That would be.
Hi.
Hello, hermit man. Can you hear me?
No? Okay.
You can't hear him.
Oh,
That's a bit rude.
this is literally the
What?
worst.
I don't know what he's.
Now,
what
yeah, no, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that I'm basically just cutting off, just like
I don't know
talking and
what to
cutting.
say.
I'm stammering. I don't
Right.
know.
Now, Kelric and Bruce, you guys are kind of in the black market, near this kind of shady side alleyway that you know, due to your time down here, leads to an area that's not really populated a lot by people.
I thought I was the hermit in the shadows since my background is a hermit, and Jacopo, whatever his fuck name is a soldier.
Yeah, so we're getting there. So you guys you guys are standing kind of like off to the side. Now, each of you in your own rightful place, but it's a really dark kind of alleyway. And there are multiple nooks and crannies because, again, it's a repurposed catacombs. There's plenty of places for you to kind of hide and hang out. And as a hermit, you've actually taken up roots. I say roots, or like a place to stay, because you've been here for a while. You needed a place to sleep. And you found this kind of off to the side, off the beaten path place. That you have kind of taken up root in, and it is just around the corner from where Finbar and Fergus are standing, and they've awakened you out of, whatever it was that you were doing, or shaken you out of it by their stammering and stuttering. What do you do, Kelric?
I'm having like a night terror, like involving the stuff that happens before, and so basically when I wake up, my shield isn't near me, so I grab both my dagger of warning and my sword and go like,
Wow!
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and you guys see him
Okay.
kind of flailing just off to the side. Somebody awakens, almost out of like piles of like fabric and trash and stuff. Like you don't even see him sitting there, you know.
And leaves. Don't forget.
And
goes-
leaves. Yeah.
Hand goes to my longsword. Other hand starts, I don't know, prepping some magic.
Yeah, cool. So you guys are all like drawing arms. Bruce and Solo. Now you're actually passing by Solo the alleyway. You're just like pushing your cart. You're trying to like do your business, you know. And you see this kind of going down. These people kind of freaking out. Everybody's drawing weapons. And you don't know what for. Now, Bruce, you also see this. What are you doing, hanging out in the shadows or near the kind of sketchier areas? Just holding your page, just standing there.
I like see everything going on. I'm like, it's a bit odd. Eh?
Yeah. Is there anything written on the package? This package that you're delivering, is it actually just a box?
Demo labs, but I don't think that's what you mean.
No. Like, I mean, like they just handed it to you. We're like, just hold this till somebody comes and picks it up.
You tell me.
Okay, so so there's nothing on the box. It is completely barren. You can shake it and there's something on the inside. It kind of rattles around. But you know, they basically told you that you would be delivering this to a bard. Yeah, you're delivering it to a bard. But his name on his records inside of Grundrundi are incorrect. So you actually don't have the correct name because he didn't sign his name to the paperwork when he came in. Did you, Finbar?
Winning.
So you're just kind of standing there hoping to kind of come across this bard, thinking, you know, bards are going to be in one of two places, the black market or the entertainment district, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
you know.
you met a lot of bards, but none of them seemed to be wary of the package you were holding. So you're still just kind of standing there, and you too look down the alleyway across and stop, make eye contact with this jewel salesman. And the alleyway, there's kind of this like rustle tussle going on.
Is there any way that I would recognize anything on the crate as a master of forgery in disguise?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you give it a rollsies? I don't even know what you would do for that. Is it a feat, or is it actually? Are you wanting to do like an insight on the box?
Just a background, but I would say, yeah, insight, perception, whatever.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, roll a I'd say roll an
Cheers.
I was about to say roll an insight. If perception is better, you can just roll a perception. But
Okay. I choose perception.
nice. Okay, so at a 16. So you notice too that it is an unmarked box. Or you know, you're kind of like looking around. This guy just stopped, looked down the alleyway. Everything going down here seems to be just like misconfusion, like people are just like yelling at each other. But the guy standing here with the box seems almost out of place. Like he's just kind of waiting on a bus that's never really arrived. It's like his own waiting for Godot. So he's like holding this box, and there's nothing written on it. And you know, as a salesman, that if you've purchased something, usually it's got a branded carrying item. You know, it's carried as something branded. This seems a little particular. You also know from your time in Grundrundi that mail's not something that gets delivered very often unless it's brought in by a person.
Very interesting. Excuse me, friend. Slide over to him and I twist a coin along my fingers, making a dance.
Oh, hello there. How are you doing?
Keep it down, my friend.
Roll
I
a
believe you are
performance
looking
check
for
for that.
me. This is something I've been waiting for. And I flip keep your eyes on the coin, my friend. Keep your eyes on the coin. I flip it in the air, hoping that he'll go for it, looking for an opportunity to collect the box.
Oh, are you going to try to sleight of hand him for the box?
Yeah.
All right. So since you're not actually, I mean, you're very charismatic, but since you're not actually rolling anything to try to persuade him to do it, you're trying to steal it from him. What I need, Bruce, from you is I'd take a perception or a dex from you if you want to do it to just see if he's taking it or if you actually want to snatch it. And then Solo, I need you to make the sleight of hand check.
All right.
I'll let him roll first.
Here comes sleight of hand.
Let's see how he does. Add another 16. That's a pretty good one. All right, you're going to have to roll against him. It's a roll up. All right, I need both of you to make a dex because basically what happened is you grabbed the box very secretly and he pulled away at the same time and now you both have hands on the box.
Okay.
So I need you to I'd take a strength check too if you guys are like if you want to try to tug it from one another.
Is it a saving throw or just a check?
I would say it's just a check because at this point it was one of those like comedic moments where you like both hands on the box. You guys are like,
Okay.
So dex check or strength check?
I'd take a strength check. I would say if you guys are pulling at the box, it's gotta be strength.
Crap.
I mean, I would probably just like if I noticed him on, I'd probably just like, oh, that's not yours.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm also like 8 feet tall. I don't know how tall this guy is.
Well, he may be reaching up then, and you guys
I'm a high elf.
So-
So much.
roll those strengths. Let's see. Oh, you're an elf. Okay, cool.
So
Oh,
can I,
it's 12.
I have to do strength or can I do dex?
No, it's gonna be strength. It's strength to get strength. Pull it on the box.
20.
Oh, at a dirty 20. Yeah, you're able to like yank it free very easily. Like, yeah,
Can I just like lift him up a little bit with it?
sure, why not? Yeah, he dangles and drops for pretty simply, gravity, right? And the box is now out of your hands. And you guys have this like very strange moment. We're gonna cut back down the alleyway to chaos, and Jacopo, Kelric, and Fergus, as well as Invisible Finbar. You guys are all drawn swords. Are you guys gonna take action or say something?
So my hand's just on my sword. I'm just looking at the crazy dude that just kind of hopped out of nowhere.
Okay.
I'm just more concerned, like, is he moving at us or is he just swinging wildly?
Oh
Let's-
no, like it's not like I'm just like half awake, like just like moving around. Like
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, why don't you roll a perception?
Okay.
On that, Jacopo, just see
seems
if you
to
can
be
tell. Like,
great.
is he just like flailing out of a dream, or is it a purposeful?
Is that a purposeful flail there? I
Oh,
wonder?
is it a purposeful flail? 19.
That man flails with purpose.
Nice. No, you recognize that he probably scared himself out of sleep
Gotcha. Okay.
from something, and he's like flailing, and probably could use somebody to help calm him down.
Yeah, hand's still on my sword. I'm mostly still just gonna keeping an eye on the halfling that's still over there with the scales and the weird talking to himself thing. I'm gonna try to like nudge Kelric with my toe. Just kind of very carefully avoiding any blades swinging out. Just poke him with my toe.
Kelric, you're poked.
yeah, I am, and before I wake up fully, I take a wild swing because after wild yelling in my native tongue, like you won't take me alive, Nelson.
I know Nelson. He's a good guy.
Fergus, you hear this too. He says that. I mean, it's loud and clear.
What language is this?
Halfling.
Okay.
Wait. No, I'm a gnome. Gnomish.
Gnomish.
Nope. Still no.
Well, Fergus,
I-
you find that interesting.
I understand that language. That's Norrish.
And I take a wild swing with my dagger.
You gonna swing at him?
I mean, like that's what I said. Sam, get the fuck out of the fucking way.
I said I was gonna do it.
12.
No. AC 16 because chainmail.
All right. So it doesn't hit. So you kind of make a swing. They don't seem to be, Kelric, trying to attack you in any way. They seem to be communicating with you, trying to calm you down a little bit. And so this is going on, and the two of you, now that you have released the box, Bruce and Salo, see that I wouldn't say a fight, but somebody is actually taking a swing down the alleyway at them, and it seems to be kind of wrestling about a little bit. Now, Finbar, you're also technically seeing all of this. What do you have to say?
Well, Fergus, it doesn't appear as though I can speak to any of them, which may be a problem because I am the most charismatic person you will ever meet.
That's true.
There's a
That's
few
very
things
true.
we could try here. You could just say everything I say, which may get tiresome because you can't say
Which
many.
may get tiresome because I can't.
Many
No.
of the words. Stop.
Many of the words.
Fergus,
Stop.
this is why I hate you. No.
This is why you hate me.
My real team hates me. I, of course, am your best friend.
I am your best friend, Finbar.
Courtesy of the fact that there is only me.
All
as
right,
your friend.
pause. So the four of you, in all your own worlds, sword swinging, boxes, being pulled away,
Dagger.
dagger, whatever it is Fergus is now speaking to himself. At the end of this long tunnel, all four of you look down to this gnome that is standing there talking to himself. And I need all of you to roll a perception. If you roll really high, you'll hear Finbar.
Well, I can do that.
Nat 20.
The nat 20, Kelric.
boom.
Natural 20.
Kelric, you hear it. You're like, wait.
Nope. 12.
You don't see him, but you can hear him. The voice of something. You're like, that gnome's not crazy. He's not talking to himself. He's talking to something.
Oh no, I've just noticed him.
Yeah, the rest of you, not high enough. You're like, he's just standing there talking to himself at the end of this dark alleyway.
What is happening?
Keller, do you say anything?
Yeah. Once I drop my weapons, like get up, just wake up, then put my weapons back. I apologize to what's his name again?
Jacobo?
Jacobo.
And I apologize, and then I walk over to Fergus.
Fergus is another gnome.
It's coming towards you, Fergus. Beware.
Are you from the forest nearby?
Wait, I'm saying this in gnomish, like, no, laddie boy, I'm from far from here.
Now, you guys are standing kind of on the edge of this cliff, which, if you haven't gone all the way to the end of the alleyway, realize actually opens up into like a 5-foot cavern that's full of dead skeletons and bodies. Right? And Bruce and Solo, you guys have kind of been like inching closer, trying to get in on the conversation. And as you guys begin to kind of like pool your bodies near the edge of this cliff, I need all of you to make a dexterity save, because the ground beneath you releases and you're dropping now through hollow ground.
Is that me as well?
Everybody, every single one of you, invisible Finbar included. Oh no!
No!
If we're back in the past, do I get my flying kobold back?
Actually, your flying kobold would totes be there.
Yeah!
Because you had him for that battle, technically.
I did!
You did have him for that battle. All right, cool. Did everybody roll? Yeah, everybody rolled for me. Okay, great. So basically, this stone ground, as you guys kind of begin to convene down this alleyway, lets loose. It's beneath you. It like crumbles away, almost as if the weight was too much for it to hold. And unbeknownst to you, beneath it is actually hollow. And you guys begin to free fall, and you're going to fall about 150 feet into pitch black water. It's frigid cold. You're stalling onto the box.
Don't believe anything happened to my box.
And you guys kind of splash. So here's what's going to happen, because you're going to take some fall damage. If you make the dex save, you manage to like catch yourself and like go into the water really nicely, which means you're only going to take half the fall damage. The rest of you.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, since I only had the stuff that I had on my person when I woke up, does the rest of my stuff fall as well?
I mean, yeah, it was like you had like a little nook. You guys had kind of stepped out of that. So it's almost like in the main alleyway, a giant hole like opened up. A sinkhole opened up and dropped you guys into it.
Oh no, this seems very unsafe.
Yeah.
This is just like that one time.
So here, yeah, just like that one time when we did this yesterday.
While Bush is distracted by falling, I make another attempt for the bucks.
Great. Okay, so we're going to roll some damage. So because you guys are hitting water and not solid ground, I'm going to just cut the fall damage like in half, I guess. So I guess what I'll do is, let's do this.
Numbers, math, yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. So if you made the dex, which had to be 15 or higher, match 15 or higher, you're going to take 12 points of damage, water damage. The other people will take 24 points of fall damage as you hit the water. Yes, Bruce.
I don't take any damage, right? Because I have slow fall as a monk.
Oh, cool. Yeah, if you want to try to... Did you pass your dex save?
I got a 24 on it.
Yeah, perfect. Would you like to cast it?
I don't know if I have to. It just says, oh, it's a reaction. Yeah, I do that.
Oh, yeah. So you basically take the reaction. Yeah, and you don't take any damage. You're able to like perfectly dive right into the water.
Take care of this box. I was told to take care of it and not to let the proper authorities open it.
Nice.
And splash.
And splash. And everybody, and you guys dive quite a ways, because you fell about 150 feet, so that's quite a fall. As you kind of are needing to swim yourself back to the surface and reorient yourself. So I'm going to have all of you make an athletics check to make sure you can swim yourself and reorient yourself back to the surface. It's so fun. That's a 15. That's a good one, Killerick.
Yay.
Oh, net 20. Beautiful.
Let's go.
Nobody's failed. Do. Okay.
You can count on me to fail.
We
and
were
that's it.
saying.
You try
Okay,
so
long.
hard to hang on. You're trying so hard to hang on to your like gym cart as it's like sinking to the bottom of
Like
this.
trying for the box. Trying for the box.
It was stolen anyway.
It was, yeah. And eventually, basically, yeah. So you guys are able to swim to the top. You didn't roll in that one, which is good. You struggle a little bit, but when you finally decide and make the decision to let go of your cart, you swim back up to, you manage to kind of follow everybody up to the top, but you're last to surface. And you guys kind of take a deep breath as you come in. So you guys are now treading water. Who is wearing heavy armor?
Oh wait, let me see if. Wait,
Chainmail.
Fuck.
Even with my natural 20?
Even with the on the athletics, with the nat 20, you're going at it. You're like dog paddling your way to safety. But you guys need to all roll a perception as you come to the surface to see if you see anything. And if anybody's rolling heavy armor, you'll take a
Did I just get?
Crap! 2 nat 20s.
Let's
Nat 20.
go.
What?
Let's
No
go.
There it is. There it is.
That,
You okay?
Is that
okay.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
No, somebody rolled persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. First.
Oh no!
I rolled persuasion.
That's okay. The roll
Same roll, isn't it?
it would be the same roll. And nat 20s and nat 20, regardless of what you add to it. So nat 20s and nat 20s and nat 20s. So we so Juan and Bruce, you guys immediately see a piece of like rocky ledging that you could potentially swim over to that looks safe. So you guys are able to make your way that direction. Finbar, you're not sure if it's because you're invisible or what's up, but you were just like so disoriented. You can't see anything. It's like super dark.
Who
You
am
can't
I?
make anything out. Yo, I've lost myself.
Who am I?
It's the depression. You lost your body. It's
I'm nothing.
Yeah, no,
I'm nothing
whatsoever.
without the sex appeal of my body.
Right.
Even at 20, do I also now hear Finbar drowning?
Yeah. So anybody that has, who had the 17 passive? Somebody had passive perception 17. Was that Bruce? Yeah, you start to pick up on it too. You're like, who's talking? There's another voice that I don't. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
And Kelrick, you
dying.
also hear. Yeah.
I'm dying here.
Fergus, you're treading water, but you're not. You don't see the land, but you do see them head off in the direction of something. And then, of course, Sala, you definitely also see with the 24 exactly where they're headed, and you kind of pick up and start that direction. Would you like to grab Finbar on your way, Fergus?
I think I should. I need him. I must be the first gnome to be bloodied by falling into water.
Right, bloodied falling into water. You almost went splat.
Blood all over
Very
you.
close.
How did
Very
you manage
close. If I
that?
hadn't made that deck save, I'd be dead.
Why are you bleeding so
I know,
much?
and water's like concrete, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Fine enough. So, you guys managed to make it kind of to this sharp, rocky, very small piece of basically embankment, almost like a sandbar, but it's made of rock, in this deep, dark cavern. Now, if you have dark vision, all in all, there's nothing around you. Water goes kind of both directions, but there is a small ledge, it looks like, that maybe the miners from the original tomb had used as a transportation route that you guys could potentially swim over to. Does anybody want to take action? Let's just say that. Anybody want to do anything?
Drown
Yes.
myself.
I'd like to drown myself.
If,
Are we
like,
still in water or are we on dirt now?
You guys you're out of the water and you're on this kind of small, I would say it's
Okay.
about 10 foot by 10 foot max.
All right, who's fucked up? Who's fucked up? I can.
I'm really hurt. Hello, we can be friends.
All right, I'm cast lay on hands on Fergus.
Hey, no heavy petting.
Just gonna kind of
That's an AC 43
In
waiting
this-
to happen, young man.
gonna kind of ruffle his hair, carefully avoiding the scales. I'll dump, let's say, 10 on you.
Nice. 10 points. There you go, Fergus.
Nearly back to full health.
Anyone else?
It'll be fine.
I'm gonna brush off my clothes after also negating the damage from the fall and look at Bruce and say, I've noticed that you are trained.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I just like look up at the hole that we fell through, thinking like, how did I get back up there?
Interesting. And still, the box has taken no damage.
The box is like sparkling.
The
It's
one
not even wet.
indestructible object.
I will let you
The
hold it for
indestructible box.
I think we
When
know
I
who the
feel
big bad is.
this
The makers of the Until Dawn towel.
Now, Finbar, as you begin to exit the water, something about the water has spawned something in either Fergus's brain or on your physical form, and you begin to sprout tentacles. You begin to these tentacles begin to grow out of your back, and you have about 8 or so of them, and then those kind of begin to sprout smaller tentacles, like a tree branches, and then more, and you're just you're really gross.
I just probably what they see is just tentacles coming out of the ground.
No, if you could, yeah.
I mean,
excuse me.
I know I can hear him, but can I see him?
Yeah, you can hear him
Don't worry about that. I'm currently under an invisibility spell, which has gone wrong because of Fergus's imagination. He has birthed me into this world, an unholy monster.
Seems reasonable.
That does sound like the sort of thing that normally happens.
Yes. My name is Finbar the Bard. I am pleased to meet you all.
And I thought the guards would be the greatest of our concerns.
No.
Who is this? Who owns this?
Do we hear him or is he still?
You guys can't see him. You can only hear him.
Can we see
The only person that can see him is Fergus. Now, as you guys are having this conversation, whoever is not in the conversation, so I guess that would be really Jacobo and Kelric. Why don't both of you roll me a perception?
Was I in the conversation?
Yeah, you were talking with Salo. You guys were chatting, right?
And
a 6 and 8. No, you guys don't see anything. At an 11, everybody's out of the water, but something went off in the distance.
Off in the distance.
I checked my dagger.
You don't see it, Kelric. The only person that sees it is Jacobo.
I have dark vision.
It's does my dagger see it? Because of the
the dagger of warning. Yeah, something said in your direction. Something big.
Does my dark vision?
Your dark vision tells you that whatever it was is relatively large, and it plunked under the water, and that's all you see.
Okay, so it's in the water. Okay, we should move. Something went in the water.
I can't believe you guys haven't heard of Finbar. He's the nicest person ever.
We should move. There's something in the water.
Shut up! We need to move now.
So you guys have an option. Yeah, we have Bruce. Bruce has a question.
What was the name of the bard that I was told to give this to? Because I don't think it was Finbar. I don't think that was the name I was given.
It almost certainly was. There are no other bards in this place.
It was given to you by
that seems suspect.
The sketchy person in the alleyway that gave it to you was this kind of crotchety old woman. She scared the pants off of you. She was super intimidating. Yeah. And she called herself Mombar.
I probably described this woman. Was she very old, crony old lady, but strangely attractive and interested in underwear?
She didn't say anything about underwear, but she was a crotchety old lady.
Was she wearing leather?
Yes, and whips, multiple.
This makes a lot of sense right now, y'all.
Connecting a lot of dots, I'm sure. I know my name is Finbar, my mother's name is Mumbar.
Mumbar.
Okay.
So Finbar is not the name I received, though?
No, you didn't. No, not for delivery. Yeah, there's no name on the package, and she didn't tell you. She said just give it to a bard. You'll know which one. She said you'll know which one when you see him. And then when you got to the door, you told him that you need to deliver to a bar so that you went to the entertainment district. All you have is Mom Bar to go off of.
Okay, so he just said the name of.
How the hell did you get in the black market?
I think your mom gave me a package for you. She gave me her package.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you the package.
Mother is often giving her package to strange gentlemen. Please, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to receive it.
How tall is he?
You don't see him.
Yeah, I know. How tall is he?
You're half elf, right?
He's like 5'10", yeah. 5'10", 5'11".
I'm going to assume that I'm going to assume that he's also really short, and I'm going to jam it to him at what I think is waist level, but it's probably way below the belt for him.
Nice.
No. I'm sure that wasn't what Mummy intended, and I'm gonna prop open my mother's package.
Okay, cool. So you quickly open it, and there is a pair. Well, actually, are we due for a viewer decision?
We are.
I'm actually going to tell you what's inside this package.
What? Oh, you're going to tell him? What's actually in it?
I'm sorry.
What viewer decision? Here it is. What is in the package that Mombar sent?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in Mombar's box? Viewer decision. All right, so we'll get some viewer decisions in. So we're going to pause there because we'll find out what's in the box after all of you deal with the fact that something's headed your direction. Now, guys are on an isolated about 10 foot by 10 foot like rocky island. All around you's water. The only path out is a very narrow 5 foot path to the left of you that runs along the main wall that looks like it's been kind of hand carved out. Everything else is just a giant cavern of water.
And we're all fairly close together?
You guys are all very like kind of cramped on it. I will give you all right now an action.
Let's see.
I'm going to put my dagger between my teeth and take out my sword and shield. That counts as an action, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the dagger of warning, does yours do anything in particular to warn you? I'll let you come up with that.
I mean, like, I was thinking, like, sting, like, it makes a light.
Yeah, it's almost like, it's like glowing. Something is, like, headed towards you, and it begins to glow brighter and become more vibrant as it gets, whatever it is that you cannot see gets closer. Jacopo, what are you up to?
I'm going to cast light on my shield.
Cool.
Not much else, just illuminate.
Yep, something's headed your direction. Bruce!
I don't really got any weapons in my hands right now, so I think I'm just gonna like kind of make a couple fists and like they'll start to glow and I'll just ready an attack.
Cool. Anybody else Salo, you got some action you want to take before I take
Silence will try and be stealthy. Gather around. Whatever it is, we want to see it first, and I'll slowly cast Pass Without a Trace on the group.
Nice. So if everybody moves stealthily from this point forward, you'll get that +10 to your roll.
And I blend into the shadows.
Yeah, so you kind of pull back to the group from wherever it was like headed. Fergus and Finbar, you guys also get actions.
So Fergus is going to be pretty oblivious, not heeding the warnings, being on a bit of a high after having nearly died. He's just going to walk up to Finbar and tug on one of his new tentacles.
No,
it pops off. It pops off, and two more like grow in its place.
Oh, that's gross.
And he pops another one.
It happens.
And you begin tossing these tentacles
Quite enjoyable.
out into the ones you pluck from his body out into the water. And as you do that,
Oh no.
as you do that,
That's bait.
yeah, basically, a giant, ancient looking dragon turtle crusts the water. It's not so much barnacled as like you can tell that the dripping of stone has turned its back almost spiky, the way that like ceilings will drip caverns over time, and it's got things kind of growing on it, some mold and maybe other disgusting things, and it clumps down on top of the two tentacles that you tossed into the top of the water and submerges again and begins heading y'all's direction. And I need you to roll an initiative.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Don't worry, it only eats tentacles.
Did you want me to pull a token out that way you can do the tracker? Never mind.
No, we're not going to roll. There's no map or anything like that. I'm going to, I do it on my little piece of paper. And then I'll tell you guys what.
Okay.
I do it,
Solid initiative.
Okay. All right. Bruce, out of Bruce and Scrat are two gnomes. Who has the higher dex?
I have 16 decks.
I do not.
Okay. So that will answer that question. So first up will be Bruce.
Now, did it get close enough to where I can make some attacks to where I see it?
It hasn't resubmerged. It just submerged. You just know it's headed towards you. That's it. It hasn't resubmerged out of the water yet. It's about
to. So my reaction is gone.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All
right. Bruce and Fergus. Check. Okay, thanks, Finbar. All right, Bruce, Fergus, followed by Salo. Nice. 16. Finbar. I need to roll for this turtle here. We'll get to that. And let's
Fergus feels a
Jacopo.
strange affinity for the turtle. There's something familiar.
Yeah. I feel connected in some way.
Something.
Howard rolled an 11.
Something about that turtle just.
All right, let me make my quick roll here. People are saying things and talking and stuff. Okay, D20 and and that wasn't so hot. So
It still beats me.
It does, just barely. So turtle. All right.
Sure.
So this giant dragon turtle kind of surfaces the water, and Bruce, it is your turn. What would you like to do? It surfaces. It doesn't try to actually take land, so it surfaces about 10 feet from you in terms of its head. Its body, of course, extends back from you.
I'm just gonna take some shots on it. I have a thing called Radiant Sunbolt from my monk. So
Cool.
I'm just gonna like punch the air and just throw 3 bolts of radiant energy at it.
Pew 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 pew. All right. I guess that acts as an attack?
I have attack, extra attack, and bonus action attack.
Great. So roll it up. Let's see if you hit.
So first one 16.
Does not hit.
Second one 24.
Does hit.
Third one nat 20.
Nat 20. Hit. And the last one's crit, so double roll that damage.
So first hit is 7 plus an additional 12, so 19 radiant.
19 radiant, and you double rolled, you said?
Yeah, it automatically double rolled it.
Double rolled it for you. Cool. Yep. And it takes that. And you hear it like it's not used to that kind of light in this dark cavern, and it spits its head backwards, splashes water about as it takes it. Where would you like to hit it? Do you have a preference?
In its eyes.
In its eyes. Yeah, you like hit it right in its eyes, and it kind of has to squint for really its turn as you do that. Fergus.
You're very large and I'm not that big.
Pew 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 pew.
Meanwhile, I'm probably the biggest person here.
Yeah.
Fergus is thinking 2 things. First of all, how this dragon turtle, just like in respect to Fergus, how big and scary is it?
It's fucking big and scary, dude. I mean, it's huge. If you guys don't know what a dragon turtle is, I wouldn't say it's like pirate ship sized dragon turtle. It's definitely more of an adolescent and has mutated to fit the size of this cavern where it's kind of obviously been living for a while. So I would say it's bigger than the island you're standing on.
Ooh.
There was a brief moment where I thought you were going to like average sea turtle size, and that to him.
Yeah, it's just like.
Okay. What would Simba do? What would Simba do? Oh, I know!
And Fergus turned invisible.
So,
Actually correct, yes.
yeah, Fergus goes invisible. Now, what's really funny is technically Finbar's invisible now because it's all gone wrong, but Kelric and Bruce can still see him and he can't turn invisible for them. So, fun times. Great. Fergus goes invisible. Any other action you want to take? Nope. Okay, moving right along.
I want to be silent. I'm invisible and role-playing.
I love my reaction to shutting the fuck up.
Well, and you do, and also if you roll things with stealth, Fergus, you get that plus 10. Don't forget, because you guys had passed without checks. And I'll take the invisibility as enough. He's not, he's wise, but he's not that wise. Solo, what's up? What do you want to do to this tortoise?
Seeing the commotion, I will run up, kick off the wall, slam my staff into it, ejecting a shank from the end, and fly in a spin, and aim for the back of the turtle and try and slam it down.
Okay,
Getting
cool.
myself a footing on his shell.
Oh, nice. Okay, you're gonna ride the turtle. I love it. Let's make it so. So why don't you roll? If you're, are you actually wanting to attack, or you just want to mount it?
I'm going to attack it.
Oh, yes.
Stay where I am.
Okay. Well, maybe
On his shell.
I would take a dex, an athletics, or an acrobatics, really, because you kind of like ping off the wall, whatever. If you get one with proficiency, I'll take that one to see if you actually do that without splashing in the water. And then
All right. Natural one coming up. I hear.
Oh, and a 19 for sure. Yeah, you nail it. You guys watch him like ping, ping off the wall, and he like, Legolas style, like lands on the back of this tortoise. And let's roll the attack. Roll the damage. Or roll the D20. Let's see how it does.
All right.
Okay.
That's this way.
Oh,
I make it look damn good.
Yeah, you land and you come down like you were gonna just like, and you hear his tortoise shell is so hard that it just like tick onto its back, like it just doesn't. You didn't have enough pressure to actually cut through his shell.
I'm gonna use a key point. First, I'm gonna use my unarmed strike.
Nice.
I'll kick forward into his neck, into the soft base.
Yeah. Get a soft spot. I like it. Let's see.
God
And a
damn
10.
it.
No, you even. It's just like everything. Maybe it's because. Are you barefoot?
Sort of.
Sort of.
I wear airsoft pump slippers.
Oh, of course you do. So yeah.
No wonder your fucking shoes are made out of BBs.
The best that fake gemstones can buy.
Yeah, so no, it just, you try and it's just like his shell is just like tough. You can hear your fist, your knuckles hit the bone of his back. And we have a viewer decision. We'll reveal when Finbar opens the box on his turn, which is Finbar's turn.
How weird. Yeah, Finbar is gonna. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm gonna. Is it an action to open the box?
I would say because you called it technically before, I would give it to you as like a reaction.
Okay. So
reaction box opening, go.
Christmas!
Rip open the box.
It's an unboxing episode now.
Yeah, unboxing. Oh my god, you won't believe what I've got. Yeah, and I'm gonna. What is it here, mother? And I rip it open.
You pull it open, and it is a maid's outfit, and it has a handwritten note from Mombar on it that says, "For those times where you just need to be seen." Period.
I understand.
Heart Mombar.
And what I'm gonna do, and this is Finbar's attempt to make himself corporeal or visible, perhaps, is he's gonna place on the maid outfit in extraordinary time. Because as is canon from last week's episode, Finbar can don and doff a maid's outfit in seconds. And he's gonna like put it right on. He's a pro at maid RPG, and then I'm gonna cast the invisibility spell. Because I am invisible. If I cast invisibility on myself, in theory.
So we'll say it's a rip-away maid's costume.
Yeah.
So it's Velcro, like a Velcro type thing up the back.
Absolutely.
So you're able to like slip into it like really easily, very quickly.
So one piece just.
And you go. Everybody catches a glimpse of this. Basically, Finbar becomes visible. He has all these tentacles.
This box just like rips itself to shreds and
he like
dress comes
the tentacles
out.
like rip it apart, and he slithers into very quickly this maid's costume. This French, I don't know why it's French, but it's French now. This French maid's costume.
Why
wouldn't it be? And you guys see him as he goes,
any other kind.
and then snaps his fingers, and he goes invisible. But you saw it. You saw the bard in a maid's costume.
Like, I look back and I see this like, and with my dagger in my tail, like, what the fuck?
Don't question it, I say from the darkness, and I take cover.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you and Fergus both have those stealth. I'm just gonna give it to you with that +10 for now, and you guys managed to stealth away. Kelric, it is your turn. How would you like to proceed with this dragon turtle?
All right. Really hope this works. I'm going to I'm gonna cast minor illusion. I'm going to make a like a 5x5 cube of Finbar's tentacles, like, and I am going.
Oh, Francais.
Yeah, and in battle with a cat, like in a catapult, like I have my sword back, and then I go like this, and it just goes flying away. Like,
okay, cool. So you basically toss this giant, I don't know why I picture it in like a cage, like fisherman's cage or something, out into the water. When it gets to its turn, which is now, it's going to roll a perception. So let me make sure I've got the right stats here for this big badass monster I pulled. Yeah, okay, I do actually, in fact. Let's see. All right, so he's going to roll a perception and try to see if he can see it and or smell it, because he's probably going to go after it.
No, he'd only be able to see it because minor illusion doesn't.
Oh, that's true. It won't smell. Correct. Unless you want to put the smell on it. Don't put the smell on
Put
it.
the smell on it.
Don't put the smell on it.
You want to put that smell on it?
Don't do that. All right.
Smell that smell.
All right, and he rolls a 14, and he does. He like sees it as it goes flying and recognizes what it is, and actually turns its head in the direction of your illusion, and begins moving that direction. And Jacobo, what?
And I say as a bonus action, I turn to the others and I say, "Fucking run!"
Yeah. Now, let's give Jacobo's turn because they're still in combat. If he wants to take a turn.
I agree with him. Let's fucking run.
So Salo, you're on the back of this thing. You're basically like surfing it down the.
It's cool. I got this one, guys. You do your thing. I'm fine up here.
Bruce, Fergus, and Finbar, do you guys in agreement of run, or would you like to take your turn to attack?
Finbar's definitely running.
yeah, okay.
Are we jutted against like the wall or something?
You guys basically are about to. Everybody that wants to run is going to have to make an athletics check to make the jump to the narrow 5-foot ledge.
I'm a monk.
That's great. Make the jump.
Okay.
You still got to roll for it. I need to make sure you don't nat it.
Can I pass one of my mimic shoes to Finbar? With
You
their
guys are going to
adhesive-
see it
with their adhesive qualities. I figure we could have one each.
just in case. So I guess in your very strange invisible stupor, you guys are invisible together. The bromance is real. The invisible bromance that nobody has ever will ever
OTP.
see.
And no one ever will.
Yeah, you guys both take one of the mimic shoes, I guess, and continue the run. So everybody that wants to make the run, because obviously Solo, you're gonna be on the back of it. Make the athletics check. I would also take a dex check if you want to. Oh, I got 12. Okay, keep going. Who's next? Oh, nice, man.
Can I pick up Finbar? What's the other one's name?
Fergus.
Fergus.
Fergus, you
Do you
can't see
want
him. He's
her?
invisible. You'd have to roll to try to see him.
Fergus is invisible?
Yeah, they both went invisible on you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the good news is, 1, 2, 3. Okay, am I missing something? No, I'm not. Okay. So without all the 20s, you guys basically are like, and you guys manage to like plant yourself, Zelda style, and shimmy down this kind of narrow walk path. The 12s, you guys make the jump, but it does not look good at all. And actually, Fergus, his back foot splashes the water and draws the attention again of the turtle as you guys begin to run. Single file, and I'm gonna need to know what order.
Kill it, lad!
Yeah, I need to. Who's in the front running down this narrow path? Okay, Bruce, you take the lead. Bruce Wade is Wayne. Did I get that right? Is running. Who is behind him?
I'll be right behind him.
All right, Finbar's behind him. There's like nothing there, but there's something there.
You can hear me just-
Finbar,
Oh no, I'm being chased.
who wants to be
coming after
basically? I was. He's like, I don't know what I'm being chased by, but I know I'm being chased.
There's something there.
Yeah. Jacobo, Kelric, and Fergus, how would you like to line yourselves up along
I
this
mean,
wall?
wouldn't Fergus be last because he made the splash?
I'm talking like if you guys are running, you guys jumped flat against a wall, so not necessarily. He doesn't have to be
Oh.
last in line.
I'll go behind Finbar.
Okay, cool, great, Jacobo. I would say, Kelric, would you like to follow behind because you did make your jump?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and Fergus, you will take up the rear, and you guys realize that it's now coming back at you. And Solo, I'm gonna need you to make a dex check. I'd actually take a save because it actually stops in the water as you're like still standing on its back, and it's gonna turn and head back towards them. But you're still riding it; it hasn't given you any mind.
I hide in the shadows.
Yeah, hide in plain sight.
What am I rolling? Dex save?
A dex save, yeah.
All
As it like basically stops the minivan and turns it around.
right.
Oh, and a 23. Yeah, you're able. You are
Nice.
like surfing.
I
and
will ride you to hell, turtle.
Yeah, and it starts coming back at you guys, and we start the round over. Now, Bruce, you are in the front, and the tortoise is headed straight for you guys. This like narrow ledge. Would you like to take your turn to just keep running?
Yeah, can I dash for 80 feet?
Yeah, sure you can.
Or
Absolutely.
am I like running now, or am I still climbing?
No, there was no climb. You guys basically jumped from a flat piece about 5 feet over to the wall, and you guys are running along the wall on this narrow path now. So you can make the straight dash if you would like.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash, but I'm gonna kind of half my movement to move somewhat stealthily.
Okay.
That
Okay,
way, in
so
something
40.
else, like in a cavern or something. That
Cool.
way I can not get found out.
Right. Yeah, don't wake anything else in the scary cavern. You put tavern in my mouth. Yeah, so yeah, you're able to make that.
You
On
want me to
your
roll?
yeah, so go for it. Yeah, roll the
Ooh, not one, but a 14.
So you're not stealthy at all. I'll give you the run. You do fine, but you are not stealthy. You like hit a puddle of water or something, like the path like dips and you like
I'm like too tall, and I'm like hitting.
yeah, you're like stumbling and it's headed right for you. Plus you're in the front. So and
I love it.
Fergus, you are in the rear, Mr. Caboose. followed by, of course, I'm sure Finbar is right behind you. Or, yeah.
Yes.
What's your maid friend is right behind you. What's up with your plan?
Oh no, he's right in front of
Oh, that's right. He's behind Bruce. What's up, Fergus?
Well, I guess I need to.
So we've literally just got a path, a wall.
It's following you. It's basically come up beside you guys on the lane, and it's trying to attack you as you're standing on this narrow ledge. So you can keep running, like take it as a run opportunity, or you are welcome to stop and fight him.
Also, while you're making the decision, Scrat, Drage donates £3 to give a crit to Salo, or Salo, tame the shit out of it. Thank you, my friend.
Do it. I'll give you an animal. If you want to take that animal handling on your next turn, man, let's make it so.
I can probably give him advantage.
That's awesome.
Fergus will continue to run, and knowing that he's given up the stealth thing, he's going to be whistling like mad for his kobold. Like,
oh yeah, he's like, where are you? Where are you? I will just accept your whistle. You and the kobold are one, almost as much as you and Maidbar are one, and yeah, I'll give you that. Anything else you want to do? You can take, yeah,
up.
Run. Yeah, it like scoops under you and like picks you up, and you guys kind of take flight over them. It is your turn, Solo.
All right. I will make my way to the head, flip around, hold on to its front, its beautiful snout. And I will stay quietly. It is calm. I like turtles. I like turtles. I like turtles.
That guy's weird.
And you're gonna use your gnat on the animal handling for it?
Yes, I will.
It begins to weep. It stops attacking everybody, and a tiny tear, a turtle-sized tear, a dragon turtle tear runs down its face, and it actually begins to speak to you. You're like, I feel like you're laid out on like the hood of a car, like hugging its giant face, and it says, nobody's ever said that to me.
I know that feeling, boy.
There's a lid for every pot, so it's okay. Don't worry about them. It's we've had a bit of a day. It's okay. And I'll drop down slowly. I'm like, come here.
Oh,
Little guy, it's okay.
it goes, sorry I attacked you. The tentacles on your friend smelled so good.
Yes, they're not my friends. They are the true enemy. They're the ones you want to kill. No, jokes between friends.
Oh, he goes, oh, I don't understand sarcasm.
We'll work on this. I am Stallo. Look at me. Look at my face. You know me. We're a friendly sort.
I feel like I've known you forever. Were you guys headed somewhere? Can I give you a ride?
Possibly. I call back to the first. Fools! 1 second, please. Hold that thought. You can stop running now. The turtle, he is with us. It is a boy, yes. Excuse me. A boy turtle? Are you a boy?
Sure.
How would you identify?
I am a male turtle, I think, but I've not seen a lady dragon turtle in a long time.
Finbar.
You stick with Salo. We'll change it for you.
He'll come on invisible.
Just keep coming.
New quest. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Come back, please. New friends.
Finbar definitely materialize, going out of his invisibility at this point, and the French
this
made
makes
outfit.
me run faster.
Yes.
Oh.
No, this is my turtle, you guys.
Oh. It's pleased to meet you, good turtle friend.
Yes, you can call me Doug. I'm Doug, the turtle.
I will.
It's a common name amongst dragon turtles. But you, I point at Finbar, you were not here a minute ago. I know a dragon turtle is talking to me, and I am seeing magical things.
No, I am the voice that you heard before, Finbar the Bard. I have materialized after my mother, Mombar, gave me her package, and now I'm wearing her French maid outfit, and here I am. Seems pretty simple to me.
I give you that package.
You know what? I don't even question this at this point.
I wouldn't, if I were you. The implications of reality are far too harsh.
You do you.
Yes. Nonetheless, we should probably move on from Doug, unless Doug knows where we are right now. Doug, do you know where we are?
Sure, we're deep in this mountain, man.
That's right, Doug, we are. Do you know anything else about do you know where you are, Doug, in relation to anything else?
Aside from being master of the obvious.
We are definitely underground. This
he
is
goes-
water.
You smell great.
Would you like a tentacle or two?
Are you offering me your tentacles? You dudes are so nice.
Do I look like the kind of man who would offer a tentacle and not give it willingly? And I kind of remove one of and hand
Two
it over.
more.
Yeah.
The pop is the best part.
Two more come out, and you toss it. And he like sit. He goes, "Wow, yeah, I know where we are. Are you guys trying to get back up top
Pretty
to where
much.
the? Oh, yeah, hop on. I'll take you down. But it's kind of scary down there.
Why is it scary, Doug? What scares a dragon turtle like yourself?
The dead people.
I can see that. Do you see dead people, Doug?
Yeah, I see."
You know a guy named Bruce Willis, by any chance?
Yeah,
I think
see
you're gonna. I think you're gonna
dead
get along well with my friend Bruce here. He's a doctor.
No, Bruce. Bruce, not Bruce.
Bruce.
Bruce. Yeah, I see lots of dead people. They're not very nice.
All right. Well, we're a bit ahead of the reveal, Doug. We've been down here and seen dead people before. At least me and Fergus have. But all right, take us down there. If you can get us a safe way up, that would be greatly appreciated.
Sure. I'll take you as far as I can fit.
Well, at what point does the tunnel get too narrow for your bulbous form, Doug?
When the door is meant for normal people.
Doug, I believe that you too are a normal person.
Another dragon tear like crests down his face. Yeah. And he goes, "My gosh, you guys are just the nicest. Well, hop on. Let's go for a drive."
She said this guy was an ass. I think he's kind of nice.
I trust him with my life.
No, Kelrick, you were still running. Are you still running, or would you like to hop onto old
Yeah, like I've climbed over like everybody in front of me. Like I'm like 200, I'm just like 200 feet away. Like
Okay, yeah, you're still like farther down.
No, I decide to stop. Like,
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait, like they actually tamed it? What the fuck?
Yeah. And Doug goes, "Don't worry, we're coming." And as everybody like hops on, Doug kind of takes off. He doesn't do it forcefully, so you guys are able to hang on. He's kind of like rumbling on his giant back. You guys have like big pieces of stone and stuff to hang on to. And you guys pull up next to Kelrick, and you're able to hop on pretty easy as well. And ride around with Doug. Is there anything you want to do while you're chilling on Doug's back? This would be the chill time to take maybe a small rest.
I'm gonna play my fife.
Yeah.
I'm going to
And
take
play
a short
battle
rest.
music on my flute.
I'm going
Yeah,
to take a
short rest what can be taken here if you guys wanted to you know.
Would love to
I'm gonna restore some ghost hit dice.
Doing loop the
Yeah.
loops and
get them hit dice.
cartwheels and flips and barrel rolls on his kobold, like now in sight again.
Oh yes, and Fergus, you kind of been floating along beside them, and you guys kind of land. And he goes, "Oh hi, friends."
I kind of want to like pet him and like I don't know if you can like if you scratch turtles, but like I feel like
You can.
everybody, and I actually want to talk in speech of beast and leaf and just be like, "You're just kind of lonely, aren't you?"
Yeah, they trapped me down here. Grunrundy said I had to protect this place.
Now I'm invested. Damn it.
Oh,
Do I know who Randy is?
hold on a second.
Well, I don't think it's right that Doug's stuck down here. We should get him out.
Well, Doug, let me ask you this. Did you sign up for this? Because there are a lot of slaves around here who signed up for slavery, and I don't understand why, but all I know is that they did.
Well, nobody really signs up. They kind of just tell you have to. They're gonna kill you.
Well, that's blatantly
That's
not true, Doug, because, I mean, I've been managing a lot of the slavery in Grunrundi. I myself am part-time slave owner, master, and entrepreneur in general. In my
Oh, dabble in slavery then.
No, wait, that didn't happen yet.
Hand goes to Blade.
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Certainly in my future as a ghost person, I can sense this. And, well, I have to say everyone has signed up for it at one point or another, Doug. But maybe you would... Have you done anyone any harm? I mean, you look like a fairly harmless sea dragon to me.
Have you had to fill out any AC-43 forms in your time staying down
Appreciate it,
here?
buddy.
Oh no, there's nobody wants to sexually harass me.
I want to sexually harass you, Doug. I want to.
I scoot away from where the voice is coming from.
What?
Mumbar, she'll harass you.
He goes,
That's
but yeah, no, there's they brought me down here when I was just a baby turtle. And now I'm not a baby turtle anymore. And then they fed me a bunch of weird stuff, and I kind of morphed and mutated into this dragon turtle.
Did you eat herpes, Doug? Because Fergus here has a mild case of the Grundrundi herp on his arm. And that turned him into
And
something
like Fergus
else.
will like fly beside his face, be like,
See, look what they did to me.
He goes, oh yes, that looks like what happened to me.
Oh no.
I can understand now why people don't.
I
want to
immediately
harass
jump
you.
off. Like,
We could have a dragon turtle instead of a gnome. I mean,
Maybe,
That sounds to me-
who knows?
that sounds
that
real
may be where
We look
Squirtle
into the
begins.
future.
Yeah.
maybe we let this one ride out.
Yeah, I just like broke the time for us to continue. I just broke
Maybe
time.
Fergus, maybe we see where it goes.
I
you know,
think
let
we're
it
foreshadowing.
run its course.
Can I? Maybe we should change the word instead of to and a dragon turtle.
I'll let you have that one.
Man. And he goes,
So sure.
man, I like you guys. And he goes, thanks for playing me a song. We're almost there. And you might want to be quiet because they always know you're coming.
And the dead people,
Yup.
they always do, don't they? All right.
well, if they know we're coming, why would we be quiet?
Usually I announce it. Oh, no, we're talking about people who are alive. and we're not. I see.
Yeah, he goes, I'm just telling you what I can to help protect you.
Doug, is there a way that we could capture your attention again if we need your assistance in the future? An ally like you would be convenient to have along. In addition to a gnome.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
Hello?
There you are.
Don't keep me in suspense.
There we are.
Hey, seriously.
oh,
can't-
am I here?
yeah.
Doug had an odd moment.
Yeah, he pulls up to a piece of slab of rock that looks to be actually maybe there was a dock here at one time, or they was well used by the dwarves that built this place. And he goes, well, this is as far as I can go. And he kind of turns his head and he kind of with his head points at this door that's clearly fits an average sized humanoid creature, not a giant dragon turtle. And he goes, so this is goodbye.
no, we have to save him. Finbar, let's save him.
If only I truly cared. Doug, is there a way to make yourself small, or perhaps we could lubricate you in such a way to get you through this tunnel here?
I'm not sure. Like, even if we loop him up, it'll definitely be.
That's a lot of lube.
I can make the tunnel bigger.
I have a lot of lube, Doug.
You could make the tunnel bigger?
Yeah.
And Fergus is gonna like start generating electrical energy, and if no one stops him, he's gonna just release an electric
But
like.
Fergus,
I
will
take-
stand out of the
I
way.
take cover behind my shield.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, so
I-
let it go,
I'm
and
gonna-
then everybody that wants to take cover can make a dex.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Fergus.
duck against my shield.
About how large is Doug?
He's pretty large. He's about 10 by 10.
God.
Easy,
I dived
maybe
the
12 by
wrong way.
12.
10 by 10.
Yeah, like his shell. So I would picture him about, because he's kind of roundish. He's about 12 by 10 in size feet, that is. And he's kind of spiky on top. So he's still about 7 or 8 foot with all of his like spikes and his head and his legs.
Oh, so he's shorter than me.
Yeah, he's probably like, let's see if I can't liken it to something. He's about the size of,
Thank you.
Dex. Great. Everybody passes the Dex for it.
Oops.
You gotta
Also,
make-
scratch his neck,
Yeah,
though.
there you go. Roll the damage. So 26. Yeah. You like lightning strike the wall where the door is, and it like crumbles in.
Rock
Um,
falls on
For the
Doug's
sake of
head.
fairness,
Yeah, it kind of like crumbles in, and you can see there's still a place, and it did barrel it out a little bit, like exploded some of the rock. But you can tell once again, it's like it only chipped in like 10 feet, 15 feet, and it narrows back down to the same hallway as if somebody's like tunneled it through.
Oh.
Oh, he goes, that's a great idea. Why maybe come back for me? I don't know. I've always just been here. And he kind of like actually takes land really kind of slowly and kind of go as he like sits down.
We will remember you, Dove.
I will make it my mission to learn a levitation spell and get you out.
I go to Fergus and I go in Gnomish, lad. I whisper it to him, lad. As much as you may want him to get out of here, the herb is a big problem. If the herb goes to the outside world, it will be very, very bad for everybody.
It's not too bad, look, it's okay. You just peel it off, see? Ooh.
Make a con save. Make a con save.
Fergus, why do you insist on doing that?
Oh, you make it. Oh.
He is
Yeah,
one of
Kelrick
them.
makes a con save not to vomit everywhere as Fergus rolls a nat 20 and peeling off layers of this like sticky, slimy green, somewhere between a scale and like fish skin.
Can I?
That's not fear of the mind, thank you.
Do I see that?
Oh.
Yeah,
you
you
can
all
feel
see
that?
Fergus just like.
I don't see it. I choose not to see it.
Okay. Cool.
It's fairly disgusting. If Gers and I were to contract this, would we eventually turn into ninja dragon turtles?
Almost none of those things.
Brand new series on Encounter Roleplay.
Saturday morning Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
No,
see
you
the
make the
trailer
sequel
now.
to Crab Trucker.
Hero turtles.
You're right. Okay, so the Doug goes,
Heroes in the
oh
Maltese.
no, you can only catch it by being around Grundrundy for too long. It's greed. It only passes through greed.
See, it's found.
I find it interesting that you have first-hand contact with Gronrundi. How long have you been in his service?
Thank you,
Oh, about 150 years.
Oh, you're
Oh,
powerful.
you're smart.
Like in the middle, while I'm in the middle of retching, because I imagine like because his role was higher than mine, I'm like retching. Like is that
For sure. For
Like-
sure.
like
Can I
when
go pick up a piece, but it comes off like a whole glove of skin?
Oh, it's like when a snake sheds its skin. Oh.
And I'm not giving it to him. I'm not
Don't
giving
make
it to
me.
him. It's all
Don't
like,
make me.
See, take it.
Fergus, stop.
I will raise
Fergus-
at that. I will raise my shield and no, what should I say? Get that away from me, you dumb fuck!
Yeah, you would get. Fergus, you're that kid in the class that puts like glue on his hand and then like peels it off in the back row. That's Fergus. Yes, you peel this thing off. You're like retching away, like Gross said, and you hear him say, "No, you can't contract it by touching it. It's only when you come in contact with Grundrundy for a long, long time."
And it's like greed is everywhere. Like it's like even if they can't contract it while all beings that have it are still here. Like,
Yeah, he goes, "Oh yeah, there's lots of those down here. You know, the creatures."
I would like to turn to Doug. So is this a curse or is this an illness? What?
It's kind of a little of both.
Achilles, if you will.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah, he goes, sorry, I'm getting messages. Grundrundy's really powerful. And sometimes when you're around that kind of greed for so long, it begins to mess with your mind.
and then the mind makes it real. It's the Matrix for you guys. And the body begins to morph and mutate the longer it's under that kind of greedy pressure.
And you become a turtle.
Yes.
This was not a greed of your own. It was simply being close enough to this level of want.
Yeah. I admit I'm a little greedy sometimes. I like tentacles. I eat too many. I lust for them when nobody's around.
If you're the only one who wants tentacles and they're there, I mean, is it really greed or is it just hunger?
A need.
Well, I mean, I have plenty to eat, but they feed me people sometimes, so it's cool. But I like tentacles the best.
So that's why you attacked us. You thought we were food.
Well, Doug, I might have a gift for you. Whenever these tentacles break off, 2 of them grow in their place. You have an unlimited source of tentacles if you will accept this humble gift from a traveler who only wishes the best for you. And I gotta
So-
kind of like...
Yeah, you pluck like the biggest one,
Yeah.
like the actual Yamama tentacle, like the
Yeah,
one that everything's kind of spawning from off of you. And it only lasts about an hour, so it's actually about time that it no longer has effect on you. And you hand him this you're actually able to like put it on his back. It kind of like grows onto him, and he's like, "Did you just give me an endless supply of tentacles, man?"
And they dry out.
Exactly what I said, yes.
Wow.
You know what you could do? Doug, I've got a great idea. What you could do now, go down, because you're not going to be hungry anymore, you could collect them, and you can make an army, and you could get them to dig you out, and then you can go and take on Grand Randy, and you can be Grand Turtle.
You can do almost none of those things, but
Wow.
you will enjoy tentacles.
Just remember who your friends are.
Yeah, oh, you guys are my friends forever. But I'll be here. If you find a way to save me, that's cool.
Yoki.
Fimba, we
Yeah.
have to save him.
His giant, like nasty black like turtle tongue like reaches back and like nips a tentacle, and like a few more grow, and he goes, "Oh yeah."
And he goes, "Well, I guess it's time to go. Just remember, just watch yourself."
You as well, friend. We'll see you soon.
Yeah,
We will
roll it.
always be here for you, probably.
All right, cool. And he kind of like submerges and heads off in the direction in which he came. And you guys are left standing on this about 25 foot wide by 10 foot deep tiles, like stone and tile, what's left of it, like a platform really, that overlooks this deep lake of underground water. And the door is behind you, and it does seem to be a warm glow actually coming from the other side of it, which is welcoming considering the fact it's been kind of dark and dank for the last about hour as you guys have traveled through this water.
Okay.
Anybody want to take action?
I still have some unanswered questions about what I'm doing here and
Yes,
how
yes.
I got dragged into this mess. You seem to have some insight, and this one just showed up. Clever use of the tentacle thing, by the way.
Thank you. Well, I've gotten used to it. I've been here in Grunrundi with Fergus for some time, though my real self is actually off doing important things. I must rejoin with my body in order to gain my full potential. But I can answer a few questions about Grunrundi, I suppose. The first thing you need to know, of course, is the most important person here is Finbar the Bard. I run several underwear stores, a tavern, many different lines. Also, I'm soon to become a slave overlord in the black market soon, so I'm a good friend to have around. This here is my minion, Fergus. In this form, I'm friends with him.
And
In this form.
apprentice. I'll be the next Finbar when Finbar gets bored of this one and goes to another place to be awesome there.
Yes.
It's
in
good to have
a couple of
aspirations.
weeks' time, I'll be away from here.
So let me ask you something.
Feel free.
So in the future, because of all the things that you say that has happened and will happen,
Right.
how far has the herb taken you?
Me, I am forever clean. I have always used her protection in my time, amulets, wards, that kind of thing. been very careful, particularly around never to touch Fergus at any point in time. He is abhorrent. Our main concern now should be getting back to the surface. While the surface of Galleria is itself very dangerous, down here there are worse things than that. Undead abominations, creatures like Doug, but more scary and less benign and dumb. We should be careful because all sorts of abomination and pits are down here. Of course, I'm in ghost form, so I'm completely impregnable. The rest of you should be worried for your lives.
I go to poke him.
Poke who?
Finbar, the ghost worm French maid who smells like croissants.
He is corporeal. Like, I mean, like you could touch him.
I touch
He
him.
has form. Yeah. Poke.
I allow it. Thank you.
This time.
Would anyone
I
else
encourage it.
Would anyone else enjoy a little touch up?
A good poke.
As he says that, I go scouting ahead.
Me, I'll touch you, Finbar.
No, you
Yes. Okay, so
That's how
Kelric,
he
You keep your
works.
filthy hand off me.
you guys are like, I picture it's like that one of those batting games where everybody's trying to poke Finbar. And Kelric, you, while they're having this moment, you are able to go over to where the door entry was that Fergus exploded with lightning. And it did actually knock a lot of it away. You're still accessible. There is a lot of rubble now. And it looks to be about 12 or 15 feet deep. And it looks to open up into another space on the other side.
All right. As I said, I will scout ahead.
You want to go all the so I mean that was ahead. Would you like to go down the tunnel?
I mean, I'd call the others and then jump in.
Okay, cool. So he hollers back to you guys and lets you know that he's going down the tunnel.
That's the Hole of Doom. Oh, okay.
That seems very dangerous.
Okay, but remember, we have to be stealthy.
Would you like to move stealthily, Kelric?
I mean, yes, and
Okay.
also I'd like to use minor illusion to make my redwood bark skin at the same color as the stone.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice. So yeah, you kind of chameleon out. That's sweet. Into this kind of like stonish gray color. And roll me that stealth if you're gonna be the first down the tunnel. Whoa, it is 7, but you get the plus 10 because he did cast that on you. So 17, you're able to pass. And as you kind of stealth through, and it looks to be just like a pass-through tunnel to the next space. We're gonna cut from you down the hallway and go back to everybody else. Would you guys like to follow, or how would you like to take action?
I'll be following.
Yeah, follow.
Okay, everybody, roll me a stealth if you're going down the tunnel.
Before I leave, as soon as I'm gonna leave last,
Okay.
I want to collect the skin flakes off of Fergus.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put them in like a pack, very carefully, trying to avoid touching them.
Yeah, you're able to like pick it up. Off the, like,
Miami on it. It's just...
oh my god, are you still holding your own skin, Fergus?
No, he tossed it at my
I
shield.
assume he dropped it at some point.
He tossed it at my shield. That's why I.
That's right. So yeah, you pick it up. It's kind of imagine like skinning a jellyfish is kind of what I picture. It's like green and gooey and gross, and it's got kind of a
Something
scaly
I know
pattern
all
in it.
too well.
You can
put
do
it-
that.
I'll put it in
Like,
like a jar.
jellyfish.
I have one.
Yeah.
I mean, I've picked it loads. It doesn't seem to bleed. Do you want some more? I can pour you some more.
Whatever you stop.
Just like the other arm.
And you drop the piece of like gross skin into whatever you have, like a pouch or a sack.
Yeah, I'll
On your
keep it
side.
in like its own little separate pouch.
Yeah, and you like
Also-
tie it up.
Also, could we say before I go in, like I want to say to Ferguson Nomish, follow my lead, and then he sees me go stone.
Okay, cool. So you do hear this, Fergus. He kind of yells back at you as he goes incognito.
What lead? How many leads does he have? Which lead do I follow?
Yeah, which lead do I follow? So anybody that wants to go down the hallway needs to make me a stealth check.
Okay,
I think we still have pass without a trace too, right?
Right, so just add 10 to it. Whoa, yes.
I could do that.
Nice.
Yeah, damn, and that would have actually been a nat 20 for you with the -1. Wow, yeah, so you guys are all like
I have disadvantage because I have chainmail, so 7.
truth. So 7, but you get the 10. So 17. So
17.
Pass. Great. So you guys all pass, and you're able to. You guys all kind of convene at the end of this 12-foot or so hallway, as you kind of go down one by one. And as you get towards the opening, there is no door. It is warm. It's kind of there's like a warmth coming from the other side of this space, and it's well lit, and the few of you that are in the front can very quickly see in that it looks to be collecting lava, actually, like from the core of the earth, that you must be very, very deep. However you've traveled has led you like deep into the earth, and it is getting warm, and there it's kind of like pooling in places, like coming down a wall and like pooling and solidifying. So there's some obsidian around, like black obsidian, but the room at the moment seems to be empty, at least from where you're standing in the doorway.
I'm gonna pull out.
You go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out like a bandana and just cover my mouth with it because I want to be able to not suffocate.
Yep. So you guys see him kind of wrap up his face a little bit. There is ash dust in the air.
I'll follow suit. I'll pull it.
Same.
Using my scarf across my mouth.
Yes.
I don't have nothing.
Like, as I will do the same, but since I imagine like I had my blanket on me when we fell, like I'm going to cut it up a little bit. I've been holding it the entire time.
Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, but blankie. Able to cover their mouths and make do to get past the strangely soft ashy air. Whether you like tuck your face or you're covering yourself, you're able to manage. It's not too much lava. Like I said, it's not like spilling out everywhere. It's kind of pooling in a small area. Guys, well lit room. It seems to be a cavern that seems to form naturally, that has been used for travel at some point. There are some strange carvings in the wall, pictographs almost. There is some very old boxes